everybody. I haven't been with you guys this week. My contractor has been here remodeling the bathroom, and he told me today that he won't be back until Wednesday because the inspector can't come until Wednesday. So that means I've got a few days I can paint. But they also take time to dry, so I think I'm going to do them all today, but you won't see all the videos today. So I'm going to do 4 10 by 20s. And the first one I'm going to do is going to be with different colors of violet and purple and a little bit of plummy color and probably a touch of black on this one. My paints are pretty cold. They've had my garage open all week and everything's kind of refrigerator feeling. But we'll see how it pours. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to do a flip and drag. Actually, they'll probably all be flip and drags at some point today. And I'm going to do probably 2 in the teal and turquoise family that I would love to make for my bathroom when it's done. But before I do that, I wanted to show you a couple paintings. I did the November challenge, and this is the painting that I did. Dried beautiful, and of course it really spread out. It's just absolutely beautiful. So that will have to be cleaned and varnished. And then we did I found a flower. Remember the tulip? Well, it dried pretty cool. I did end up putting a little green in there just to stir it around. And I actually kind of like this. So I may hang this in my bathroom because of the turquoisey colors. But we'll see. And then I have the big one, was the house paint experiment. And it dried very nice. I'm very pleased with this. So, it's almost like the one I did in another video. But yeah, it does have gold in it. So those are pretty much in the same family, except there's not a lot of purple in this one. But I was very happy with these. So, with nothing left to show you, I don't think, let's get started. So I'm going to take a little 5-ounce cup, 1 tiny squirt of WD-40 silicone. I just do it to prep the cup. That's the only reason I use this. So I'm going to start with just a dab of black. Followed by, I think I'll try this color here. And a little dark violet. I think this is dioxazine purple. And this is the violet from Artist Loft. I was looking through my paintings the other day when I was moving everything. So I get everything out of the garage, and I don't have anything that's purple. So for all you purple lovers out there, I'm going to have to do a series of purple. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And I already have white house paint ready. This is mixed. It's a satin finish, ultra white, and it's half and half. Half Floetrol, half paint, and just enough water for consistency. The sun is finally out. We've had rain for 4 days. So nice to see the sun today. But it's still cold. Not liking the cold. But so I'm just tilting to get the white to the corners and to the sides. Got a little purple escaping. And all my paints do have the treadmill silicone. About 5 drops per cup. If I'm mixing a bottle this size, I'll put 10 drops in there because that's about 6 ounces of paint. And then in the little cups, you're lucky if you get 4 in there without spillage. I grab my little nail. And we are ready to drag. It's really starting to sell it beautiful. Let me see if you can see that really well. Yes. Okay. Probably should torch some of those bubbles out. So when you're doing the drag, you don't want to go all the way to the canvas if you can't. If you can help it, don't do it. Because then you have to wait for the paint to fill back in. And then you're going to end up having to tilt way too much. And you're going to lose the design. My goal is to just drag it and just leave it. And let it do its thing. But sometimes I have to tilt it a little bit. Lost it there. Okay. But like right here, you can see the canvas. That's what we try to avoid. So I like to let it sit and see if it'll fill itself in before I start to tilt a little bit. And of course, I always tilt some of the first of the cup off. Okay, let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. Fill it in. A lot of times if you rock the painting, get your paint all in one area, it's easier to fill those spots in without stretching it all out. Okay, so that's filled in. I'm going to turn it towards you. And we're going to work on this. It's just too much there. This is when I wish you were overhead so you could see better. My white paint's probably cold. All my paint is cold. It's been down in the 40s at night, so. Oh, but I have to tell you what happened yesterday. So, we took my brother-in-law to respite care yesterday because we can't use the bathroom and we can't shower him. So, it's my mother-in-law calling out. I have to call her back. So yesterday when we were on our way there, there's a house on the corner of a main road where a bunch of biker guys live. Nice guys. You know, I don't have anything against biker guys. My brothers are bikers. And when we got to the rehab center, the alarms started going off, and I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "We are in lockdown." I said, "Why are we in lockdown?" And she said, "There's 3 shooters in town, and they've only caught 1, so we're in lockdown." And I said, "Well, we have to leave because my husband had to go back to work." And she's like, "Well, when you get in your car, beep your horn so I know you're okay." So then, of course, I get scared at this point, thinking, well, are they outside here or where are they? So I was a little freaked out. But, and then I'm yelling at my husband all the way when we were leaving. I was like, take the main roads, don't go down the back streets. I said, I'm scared. I'm just, with all the shootings now, I'm just very cautious. Let's just say that. I don't want to be anywhere. I don't want to put myself in that position. So I haven't heard anything on news. Of course, I haven't had it on constantly, but I still don't know if they caught him. But when we rode back by the biker's house, there were a bunch of sheriff's cars there and some investigator trucks. So I'm assuming that's where it happened. So I'm going to airbrush this. I love this. I'm not going to touch this. I'll probably push this over, bring this a little bit, and I want to do something with this. So let's get her going. And like I said, you can do this with a straw. You don't have to have an airbrush. I just like to have a little more control where my hand's going. So, and if I used a straw, I'd probably spit on my painting. But I like to push it out more than I probably could do with a straw without going to the bottom of the canvas. So when we got to the rehab center yesterday to take my brother-in-law, he's been there before. When we went on vacation, he stayed there for 2 weeks. He was so excited. We pulled up and he's like, hey, he's yelling. They can't hear him. You know, he's in the car, and he was just excited to go, which really surprised me. And then when we walked in, all the girls were waiting for him. And he just felt so happy to be there with everybody he knew. And I thought, must be he doesn't love me anymore. Because he was happy to be there. But I don't have to worry about him. They take very good care of him. And it gives me a break. But like I said, my house is totally torn apart. So it's just easier without him here, because I can't give him what he needs when things are torn apart. So, and I want his life to be very comfortable. Kind of lost my black. There's a little bit there. It's just taking that edge and just pushing it out and making it wispy. So you give it a little, I don't know, to me it's pleasing to the eye to see the cells wisping and see the paint wisping into the white. And this I don't have to hit too much because it's celled out, so. I don't know if you all watch Ann Osborne, but she does beautiful paintings, beautiful flip and drags. I'm very inspired by her. I did go to Target and I did get some of those charger plates that she's using, so I'm hoping I can do a video of those sometime this weekend maybe. But I'm just looking to see if I want to change anything, because I have an awful big gob of paint here. Let's see if that sells out. I'm really hoping my paint, it's not doing what I want it to do because paint's cold. Because I'm going to have that problem all day today. Just torch it up a little bit. See if I can bring some of those cells up. There it goes. A little bit. That's a goober. It's okay, it'll dry. So this is going to be one and done. I don't want to mess with it too much because those colors will all blend in together and make one different color purple that I won't like. So if you enjoyed this video, click like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I put a new video up. And I will probably have 4 this week. And this one will definitely go up today. It's Friday. And I'm assuming I will have time to paint this weekend. So we'll see, hopefully. But I'm trying to film now during the day so you can see them a little bit better than at night. But yeah, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.